All right, if we are given that these two series behave like that, can we prove that if we take the individual terms and add them together, that that series will diverge? We'll prove this is true using a proof by contradiction. How does that work? With a proof by contradiction, you assume the opposite to be true. So if we're trying to prove that the Earth is not flat, let's assume that it is flat. And then, using logic and deduction, arrive at some kind of logical contradiction. For example, if it was flat, then everybody would see the sunrise at the same time. But this is a big contradiction. This cannot be true. So how did we arrive at some logical deduction that must be false? It must be that our assumption was wrong. Therefore, we've proven that the Earth is not flat by contradiction. All right, we're going to do the same thing here then. If we're trying to prove that this new series diverges, let's assume that it converges and try to find a logical contradiction. All right, if this is true, then what would also have to be true? If that were true, then it would have to be true that the separate series of just the A terms would converge, and the separate series of just the B terms would also have to converge. But this is a direct contradiction of our given. In our given statement, B has to diverge, so this can't be true. If this cannot be true, then our assumption cannot be true. And if our assumption isn't true, then by contradiction, that must diverge.